This video will demonstrate how to do TargetPlex FFPE-Direct PCR amplification. First, you need to make a wide opening pipette tip. You can make it by cutting a regular 200 microliter pipette tip using a sharp razor blade. Cut the tip from the tip end to remove 3 to 5 millimeters. The tip end opening should be 2 to 3 millimeters in diameter. This kind of tips can be purchased from a Renning company. Item number 30389248. Next, you need to make a PCR reaction mix by mixing the 2X Ultra Hi-Fi PCR master mix with water. Please follow the instructions on the TargetPlex user guide for how much you need to make exactly. Please note, you do not add TargetPlex panel primers at this step. Now you are ready to scrape the FFPE from the glass surface. Use a 100 microliter or 200 microliter pipette. Attach the wide opening tip. Transfer the entire amount of a PCR mix onto the top of the FFPE. You can pre-mark the area of your interest for easy scraping. Using a circular motion of the pipette tip, scrape the FFPE tissue off of the slide so that small bits of the FFPE can be seen suspended into the PCR mix. Transfer 16 microliter of the PCR mix containing the FFPE beads into one clean PCR tube. Transfer another 16 microliter of the PCR mix containing the FFPE beads into a second clean PCR tube. If you have a multiple sample to process, you can use PCR plates to do the amplification. Do not put too much FFPE into the PCR tube. As long as you see some small bits of FFPE floating in the reaction solution, it is enough to produce a library. Too much FFPE material into the PCR tube could inhibit the PCR reaction. Do not worry if you see some FFPE beads remained on the glass surface and not transferred to the PCR tube. You already have enough FFPE material in the reaction for generating a good DNA library. Please also note, if your FFPE material is in a block or scroll format, you do not need to follow this procedure. You can just cut 1 to 3 milligrams of FFPE using a scalpel and add it to the PCR reaction tube to amplify. Now add TargetPlex panel primer pools to the PCR tube for each FFPE sample according to the user manual. Caps PCR tubes or seal the PCR plate. Follow the TargetPlex user guide to program your PCR machine to amplify your DNA target. After PCR is finished, go to next step for primer digestion.